Hi there, I'm Kelly Dean from the Tummy Team. We're going to talk to you about the benefits of abdominal rehab splinting. The Tummy Team has a lot of splints and a lot of uses for splints with our core rehab approach. And it's important for you to understand that splinting is a very valuable piece of our program, but it is not the entire program. You actually can rehabilitate your core without a splint at all. But we do see that there are some benefits of using an abdominal splint. This is our most popular splint, the 3-panel splint, and I'm going to show you that when you're wearing this properly, putting it between your pelvis and your rib cage, exhaling, elongating, drawing the muscles together while you put it on, it approximates the two sides of the abdominal wall to allow the connective tissue of a damaged diastasis recti to reabsorb and heal. It also gives you sensory feedback of what your corset was designed to do. This wraps around in the exact location of your corset to give you the sensory feedback of what this muscle is supposed to be doing. A lot of times this muscle is stretched out and pretty weak and people have no idea even where it is, much less how to connect to it. That sensory feedback also leads to connection and increased blood flow that helps muscles to rebuild and heal. The protection is if you have a very weak diastasis, a very weak connective tissue, this gives another layer between you and the outside world so that you're not causing inadvertent damage to a weak area that should be supporting your internal organs. And lastly, this reinforces our core rehab program. It reinforces the exercises that we give you. It reinforces the posture and alignment that we're trying to reinstate in your life. And it reinforces all of the functional integration movement patterns because this gives you feedback even when you're not thinking about it. This helps you to reconnect to a muscle that is essential for your healing, but does it in a way that you can integrate it throughout your day. It's what we call training wheels for your core. Our goal is not to replace your corset strength with a splint. Our goal is to use a splint temporarily to supplement the little strength you may be starting with and reinforce the exercises and the process of our rehab programs so that your muscles get stronger faster and your healing time is greatly shrinked. So yes, you can do your program without a splint, but in all fairness, we recommend splinting to about 90% of our clients. About 90% of our clients splint, and we recommend that people splint pretty consistently during their waking hours for the first 2 to 4 weeks of our core rehab process, sometimes even up to 5 or 6 weeks. What that looks like is wearing your splint throughout the day, snug but not tight, so that you can draw away and elongate, which can be a little bit exhausting at first. So it's totally fine to start to build up tolerance in those first couple of days to make sure that you're not exhausting the rest of your body trying to get yourself back into the alignment that your body actually will eventually crave, okay? After those 2 to 4 weeks, we actually will wean you from your splint. It's not a cold turkey process. We actually gradually start taking your splint off and reinforcing you using your transverse, which is actually going to be your ultimate splint. Your transverse as your corset, we're going to have you using your transverse more and more, using your splint less and less. So it often looks like 25% off, 75% on during your waking hours for a week, and then 50-50. And we gradually take you off of your splint so that your corset can do more of the work. Now, splinting at night is a common question, and there are times when using your splint to sleep in can be really beneficial. It's not for everything. The one thing I always tell people is sleep is really important. If the splint doesn't help you sleep, don't wear it. Sleep is very valuable. But if you have a severe diastasis, more than 3-4 fingers and deep, if you have any kind of pain at night that is keeping you from sleeping, or any kind of pain that is worse in the morning, possibly because of how your body was positioned while you're sleeping, splinting at night could be really beneficial. So keep in mind that there are a lot of benefits to splinting, but splinting is just a part of the process. It's a temporary part, but can be very valuable to allow the connective tissue to heal and your body to reconnect to this very essential part of your body, your corset. All right, there's a lot more information at thetummyteam.com, and I hope that when you look at our splints, you always look at the big picture and our whole core rehab process. And we would love to help you be strong for the life you were meant to live. Thanks so much.